Alright, just working my way out of Prineville. Spent 2 days here. There was a giant atmospheric river. Hit basically all of western Oregon and Washington. And now for the next couple of days, we're going to have a heat dome. So it's supposed to be in the 80s today. It's going to potentially get up to the 90s, which hopefully by then I'll be out of the lowlands and maybe it'll be a little cooler where I'm at. I know I go to dirt at some point. I did look at it on a map, but I basically head down towards La Pine and then continue up into the mountains. I'll cross the Oregon BDR route today, and yeah, just keep on keeping on. Get a sink here in a second. This is fun. Crooked Canyon, or Crooked Creek, Crooked River. Crooked River Parkway, or Crooked River Canyon, something like that. Like I'm going to be doing Northern California by myself. The group of YouTubers who are going to try and do it are probably not doing it until July. And I'm not really looking to hang out for a month. Basically, after the atmospheric river and the heat dome that we're going to have here in a minute, the route should be open. So there won't be anything stopping me from doing it. So it'll just be a late June kind of thing. Thinking I'll follow the coast down to Mammoth where it starts and then go back north. I am going to probably try and follow Highway 50 back, and it's closer to the north end than the south end, so which is too bad. It would have been fun to do that with a group of people, but what can you do? Saw my favorite sign, pavement ends. Yep, here it is. Haven't been able to find anybody with cartridges for the Alpine Stars airbag vest. Obviously I haven't set it off yet, so I'm not too worried about it, but it'd be nice to have a spare set just in case, you know. So far the temperature has been quite pleasant. The high today is about 80. Tomorrow it's like 85, 87, something like that. Later in the week, I guess early next week, supposed to maybe even hit 90s. So hopefully by then I'll be down on the coast. So it'll be not as bad, but yeah. Heat dome. Yay! 36 miles to Bend. I don't actually go through Bend. I go kind of around it. this sandy. Oh, why is this washboarded? Oh, God. Oh, God, it's the whole road, too. Camera's loose. God. Oh God, like how? God, I can't even read my navigation. I'm shaking so much. Which is funny because it doesn't look like it's washboard at all. It's like soft dirt on top of hard washboard. And so it looks smooth. And then you try and ride it and it just shakes you to pieces. Thank God I don't have to pee. Probably the foot. Yep.
A few inches later.
Okay, let's try this some more, I guess. Jeez. Oh. My turn's up here. Hold on, my camera's not right. I might have broken a mount, in which case I gotta take the camera off.
12 seconds later.
Alright, well, so I actually broke the mount right here. No rear facing for a little while. Now that that debacle is handled, let's see if I can make some mileage. I would describe pretty much all of these trails as somewhat sandy. There's definitely areas where it can get quite deep, but most of it's quite pleasant. But yeah, if you hate riding in sand, you're not going to have much fun in Oregon. Some of these whoops. Getting air on a 450-pound bike with full luggage can get a little exciting if you don't do it right. Also got to be a little bit careful with these rocks because everything's volcanic back here, so the rocks can be sharp as hell. That's pretty soft. Okay, looks like I'm turning off onto a trail-ish. Actually less sandy than the road. What did they drive down this road? Oh God, it's making my eyeballs shake. Can't tell if those tracks are mountain bikes or motorcycles. Look like, oh God. That might be a problem. I'm gonna walk down and take a look at this because I don't know that goes through. Well, that's not bad. I'm gonna give it a shot. Might not be the best idea, but whatever. I'm here to ride the trail. It's gonna very much just be nice and slow. Tenere skiing. Didn't want to go that way, but oh well. Get back over here. Alright, well, that was pretty minor, all things considered. Let's hope this isn't bloody. I don't know what I can get. Let's see, can I get over here? I don't know that it matters. Jeez. Oh, pavement. Okay. And a campground. Yep. This might be interesting. Yeah, that's the thing about the Tat. It goes from easy paved roads to who the hell knows what this is gonna be. And it does it in about 10 feet. 9-10 miles, something like that, to La Pine. So, yeah. Alright. 5 miles to La Pine.
1 hour later.
Alright, got gas in La Pine, had lunch, had an elk burger. That was actually quite good. I'm only about 60 miles from Crater Lake, so I'm definitely going to make it there today. Alright, pavement ends. Sure did. Looks like I got 30 or 40 miles of this. When I actually divert off, I cross a road, and basically instead of, I don't remember if I cross it or if I turn right on it, but to go to Crater Lake I go left. If sand really scared you, you'd be having to go pretty slow on this, and it would not be fun. 10 tons, I think I'm safe. Plunk. Staying left, whatever this is. Yeah, that's sandy. I have no complaints about this road being on the trail. It's fun. This is the kind of stuff that I kind of thought or hoped would be on the Tat for most of it. It's unfortunate that it's kind of not this the 95% of the time, but I'll take what I get. I guess there was a group of people, I don't know if they passed me while I was at Giant Loop, probably. But because of the storms, they ended up basically just hardballing it to Port Orford. They would have missed all of this, unfortunately. I cannot express to you how soft this is. It doesn't look like it at all. But I'm just punching straight through to it. Alright, here comes my road. I want to see if this is the right one or not. Choice for a minute, because if you can't tell, it's all powder. Let's go over. There we go. There's not a good line. It's just follow the wheel tracks and hope for the best. That smells amazing. That was a workout. Alright, so I'm going to stop recording for a while, and I'm going to get Crater Lake selected. So I'll see you in a while.
2 hours later.
A lot of snow in the trees. At 6,100 feet. That's the weirdest part about Crater Lake is you can't see it until you're like there. Hello.
Hello.
I have earplugs in, so I'm very deaf.
Alright, cool. And then, what's your name, sir?
Brady, B-R-A-D-Y.
Would you like a map?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You're all set. 7 more miles up to Rim Village and your first viewpoint of the lake.
Yep. Thank you. It's actually still like slightly frozen, maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta come in the winter.
Yeah, I see. I met in Walmart.
It's a new word. I never heard these kind of words.
Walnut.
Do you want a picture with both of you?
Oh, yes,
Sure,
please.
that'd be great.
I guess all
Thank
three
you.
of you technically.
Yes. Thank you.
What's his name?
Milo.
Milo. Can you look at me? Hey, look at the stick.
Oh no. It's like, oh, people. There's.
I think that actually worked.
Thank you so
I don't know that they came out all that well, but at least got them to look. Gas and start heading back towards the route. I got 78 miles to get back to the route, and then Canyonville I think is gonna be my closest stop. What time is it? Yeah, it's only 3:30, so we'll stop. It really is just kind of hard to comprehend how damn big it is, because that far bank is like 8 miles. Alright, I will catch you once I'm back on the route later.
3 hours later.
Alright, I'm not going to run this for very long, although this is quite pretty. And we're back on the route and working my way towards Canyonville. It's going to end up being a long day just because of the diversions for Crater Lake were quite long. I would imagine I will get to Port Orford tomorrow, and that will finish off a tap for me. Alright, I will get up here and I will talk to you later. Alright, we're actually going to have some dirt. Not really standing because I need to. Standing to stretch out. This would have been a fun road for the Oregon BDR, but they didn't come this far over. This is really pretty back here. Reminds me a lot of the Alley of the Giants and all that stuff. Some of these trees back here are just massive. Also watching for wildlife because it's getting into that time frame. Don't really want to come around the corner and surprise Yogi, but coming around the corner and finding an elk or a deer in the middle of the road wouldn't be the greatest either. Alright, well, it looks like this is going to be paved for quite a while, potentially the entire way, so I'll check in with you later.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
I'm sure my battery pack is on. Try not to get a speeding ticket on the last day. Welcome to the last day of the Transamerica Trail in Azalea, Oregon. I've got roughly 150 miles to Port Orford, and then that's it for the TAT. There's a heat dome expected for the next basically 2 days, so it's going to be warm today. You know, the end of any of these routes or trips is kind of melancholy just because it's over. You know, it's coming to an end. The TAT's been interesting. It's not really what I expected. It hasn't been bad, it just hasn't really been what I expected. I still don't know kind of how to explain the TAT to somebody. But it was definitely a bucket list item. And check. So for now the plan is work my way down the coast, and then I'll cut over to Mammoth Lakes. Right now the road through Yosemite is not open yet, so maybe this heat dome will clear some things up in the open road and start the Northern California BDR sometime next week. Supposedly there's a dirt road to my right somewhere, so good luck. And I can't tell if the GPS file is following that or this road, because the GPS file is just off in space, off to my right. Sides, thankfully. This is just full on indoor. Miles to the end of the section. If I'm remembering right, the next section is just under 50 miles. Oh, everything smells so good back here. It is just truly lush, like basically rainforest. Pretty. miles. Alright. So that was basically 80 miles pavement. This is a fun road. Yes, please. Thank you. Just ride my speeder bike through indoor. As soon as I go out into the sun, I just can feel the heat. Yike. Trees terrifying. Low bridge. Ooh, that's a road washout. Yike. Okay. Oh. Wee. Did that in third gear. Probably should have been in second. Oh. Hold on. We're gonna... Holy sh... Oh God, yeah, that whole culvert went. I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna be right on the line. Jeez, okay. Whew. Yeah, that'll get the heart rate up. I'd definitely rather not go back through that. 33.8 miles from the end of the second to last section, and yeah, that's gonna be a problem. I don't know that you could walk a bike through that because it's so narrow. I don't know that you'd be okay to even walk alongside your bike. You kind of have to ride it through. And unfortunately, that's kind of one of those things where if I had tried that and failed miserably, you know, everybody would be sitting there going, well, duh, of course you shouldn't have done it. You know, hindsight is 20/20. Like, I had to try. And I'm pretty confident in my ability to at least ride something like that for all of 8 feet. But yeah, if you screw it up, then all the people are afterwards are like, well, why would you try that? What are you possibly thinking? Yeah, needless to say, this part of the trail doesn't seem to get much traffic. Alpine Stars Adventure started following me. Yeah, don't really have any complaints about the airbag vest. It's definitely warm at times. I talked to the Alpine Stars folks at Giant Loop and actually mentioned the idea of like almost a waffle pattern airbag. And she actually took notes. So I'm wondering if that'll get mentioned to them. That would be a neat idea to be able to just get a little bit of airflow through the airbag. It doesn't gotta be, you know, full mesh or anything like that, but just the ability to get a little bit of air moving through the pattern of the airbag would be great. kind of think that will be the last of the drama, knock on wood, for the route, but who knows. But honestly, this has been great. This is some of the best riding I've had all trip. It's just hilarious that it's 50 miles from the finish. Lots of sticks hiding in the bushes. That's a tree. Locked just in case I absolutely demolish one of these potholes. Jumped it for the most part. Alright. Pavement.
Eventually. 8:01 p.m.
I really don't know how, but this is one of the nicest hotel rooms I've stayed in on any trip, and it's also one of the cheapest. This is less expensive than 95% of any of the places I've stayed in. Slept great because I can just sit here and listen to the sounds of the ocean. Did some maintenance on my chain. Figured out where I can go tomorrow to get a GoPro mount, so I'll take care of that. And just kind of hung out. Be back on the road tomorrow, heading south. Should get into California. I'll see Redwoods tomorrow. Just kind of working my way up to Mammoth Lakes. I really want to go see Yosemite, but I don't want to have to try and do it as an out and back, because that would add like a day. Which, to be honest, I might do it anyway, because it's not like I have a rush. But we'll see. I will talk to you tomorrow. I'm going to have dinner, pack everything back up, and be ready to go in the morning.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Yeah, 346 minutes later.
Eventually,
Good afternoon. I guess it's Kinga's joke of how's my hair. I've been here for about an hour. I am just now finally getting cooled down. I saw temperatures between 51 degrees and 99 degrees today. If I had not been able to lane split, I would have died. I was in traffic basically continuously from the San Francisco Bay Bridge to outside of Stockton. I am in Oakdale, so I got through San Francisco, Oakland, and Stockton today. Got to Oakdale, which is about 100 miles from Yosemite. I'll get there tomorrow. I'll spend most of tomorrow just kind of checking it out. Yeah, that's the plan. I will be on the Northern California BDR probably the day after tomorrow, which will be the 12th, I think. I don't even know what day it is. We're gonna go see what Northern California off-road has to offer. Should be pretty fun. See what happens.
one eternity later.
It's very hot. It's very, very hot. It's very hot. Hello.
How are ya?
I'm good. I have earplugs in, so I'm super deaf. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you want a map or anything?
What's that?
Map?
No, I'm good. Thank you. At this point, the less stuff in my hands, the better. Have a good day. Welcome to Yosemite, a national park I have never been to before, surprisingly enough. I may not film a whole lot because I've got 20-something miles before I even get into the valley. But yeah, welcome to Yosemite. It's got some really interesting history to it. So a guy named John Muir, he was a naturalist and photographer and just all around mountain man, basically. And he explored a bunch of the western United States and ended up kind of settling in the Yosemite Valley. Not sure the exact time frame, but it was when Theodore Roosevelt was president. And he actually developed a bit of a friendship with Theodore Roosevelt. I don't know if they started conversing from letters or how that all kind of came about, but they began talking. And at one point, while Roosevelt was still president, he actually came out here and spent a week backpacking and camping with John Muir. You know, this was pre-Secret Service. This was all of it. So, I mean, he literally took a week off from being president. You know, that was basically the idea was, here are these natural spaces that anyone can come enjoy, and they will be preserved as close to natural as possible. And here we go. You know, 150 years later, or whatever it is, I'm riding my motorcycle through Yosemite when they came through on horseback. Really, honestly, the only reason I've never been here is I've just not been kind of through this part of California when the park's been open. Yeah, you know, the road only opened 2 days ago, so you never know when you're going to be able to get all the way through the park. See it on the 360 because I can't look. I gotta ride.